Well, hey, guess what? Ron Paul is second place in another poll out of Iowa. And this was before Herman Cain announced his suspension of his campaign, which is basically dropping out. And this new Des Moines Register Iowa poll that just was released tonight has Gingrich, unfortunately, at number one spot at 25%. And Ron Paul is at second place at 18%, and Romney is at 16%. And before Cain announced his dropping out of the race, he was placing way low at 8%, tied with Bachman. So now he was basically done even before he announced he was dropping out. So that's really good news because it's now being very consistent that those are the top three right now: Gingrich, Paul, and Romney. Even though the media spins it and tries to say, well, it's just Gingrich and Romney. No, it's not. It's Paul too, because he's obviously leading in the pack. He's a serious person to take, serious contender. Second place. They cannot deny it. Poll after poll after poll in the past few weeks have proven this. And let me tell you something about Gingrich. He's not going to last long. That guy is going to fall because he is a total liar. I mean, this guy is just, not just because he's a neocon, but even the conservatives who are also kind of neocons, they see through this guy, or have always seen through this guy, because he's considered liberal on many social and domestic issues, whether it be illegal immigration, the economy, you name it. He's just as much of a flip-flopper as Romney is. He's corrupt, takes millions of dollars from, Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac, either one of them, all the while criticizing them and saying anybody who takes money from them should go to jail. Well, and then he comes out the next day after it's revealed that he got $1.5 million from one of those mortgage companies. He just says, well, I'm not currently in office. I mean, this guy's slick. He's very smart, very well calculated and slick. But I'd be surprised if he was actually able to come out of this unscathed. Because it's not just Ron Paul supporters who can't stand him. It's any average conservative who does not like this guy. Because they've always known what kind of person he is. I mean, he goes all the way back to the 90s. Okay? So, he's not going to last long. After a few debates later on this month, and some more revelations in the media, his poll numbers will go down, and that will also reflect in Iowa polls. And Ron Paul, I guarantee you, and I've made predictions in the past. I predicted Gingrich would rise in the national polls. I predicted it. I wasn't wrong. But it's not going to last long because I said he was just going to be a flavor of the month, and that's basically what he is for December. In November and October, it was Cain. Now Cain's done. Cain took a meteoric rise and he just soiled it simply because I don't think he really wanted to win. He was just in there to promote himself, sell books later on, and probably get a slot on Fox News, get an awesome salary. That's what he was wanting. This clown couldn't become president. And then August, it was like Perry, and then before that it was Bachman, and the whole time Romney's remained somewhat consistent, but he can't gain any support. But at the same time, he's not losing a whole lot. It's all of the mainline Republicans and old people that still like him. The old ladies who think he has attractive hair. So that's basically it with that. And I didn't want to talk about this really, but I'll extend my discussion on it, and that's Herman Cain. Him dropping out, look, the guy, I didn't oppose him because of the whole sexual harassment accusations and the alleged affair. I didn't care about that. That's tabloid crap. I could care less. It does reflect your character if you're lying about it, and I do get a feeling he's lying about it. I mean, come on. He's just paying for some random chick's rent for 13 years. Are you kidding me? If you believe that, and he's not having sex with this lady, you're a total idiot. You are a duped idiot if you actually believe this guy's words. But no, I opposed him from the very beginning because I knew who he was. I knew he was a Federal Reserve insider who did not want to touch the Federal Reserve. He would continue our harmful foreign policy around the world. In fact, and every response to a question he was given to at a forum or at a debate or in an interview about what he would do about whatever. I mean, it could be any topic. Illegal immigration, the economy, you name it. His general response was, well, I will surround myself with the right people, and then they will come up with the right solution to the problem. And he said this probably like 100 times. I mean, this guy would just he just totally set him up, totally set himself up to be a puppet for the people who really want power. He was setting himself up to the point where you get people like Kissinger and all the neocons in, and he was being advised by Kissinger on foreign policy because he didn't know what he was talking about. But I didn't see Herman Cain as dangerous as Newt Gingrich is, because Newt Gingrich really does want to become president. Herman Cain just wanted to promote himself for his own personal reasons. But Gingrich is a dangerous guy. He wants a total new world order type deal going on. He doesn't care about any conservative principles. He only says it and regurgitates conservative talking points when it helps him on TV and it helps him in front of an audience. And as long as it gets him votes. I mean, this guy is just totally dangerous. He's more dangerous than Romney, who's just a teleprompter reading Obama-like figure who was just milquetoast. And he's also kind of a puppet like Obama, but not as radical and bloodthirsty as Gingrich is. So that's my take on that. New poll out of Des Moines Register newspaper there. And I should mention that 11% are undecided, so you never know. That 11% could sway to anybody. Paul is definitely somebody that could go to. You never know. So keep your hopes up. This is just more good news. All right, thank you for watching.